My son made his sister cry on her birthday, and it's the proudest I've ever been. Not because he was mean, far from it. He made her cry because he did something none of us thought he ever would again. When Caleb was 10, he fell out of a tree trying to rescue the neighbor's cat. He fractured part of his skull and damaged the part of his brain responsible for speech. The doctors said he'd live, but he might never talk again. For a kid who used to narrate everything like his life was a comic book, silence hit hard. His little sister, Ava, didn't understand. She was 5 then, and kept waiting for him to say just one word. Every day she'd bring him her stuffed animals, ask questions, tell stories, and Caleb would just nod, write back on his notepad, or give her his best expressive eyebrow raise. She never stopped trying, but I saw how it chipped away at her, slowly. Especially on days when she'd ask, "Caleb, do you still love me?" And he'd only get to write it down. Fast forward 2 years. Ava's 7th birthday. We had balloons, cake, cousins, chaos. Caleb helped her unwrap gifts, smiling while she squealed over a glittery unicorn hoodie. After the cake, she sat on the floor in her party hat and said, "This is the best day ever." I just wish Caleb could say it too. Everyone went quiet, and then Caleb stood up. He tapped a spoon against his cup, looked right at Ava, and said, voice rough and low, "Happy birthday, Squirt." Ava stared at him, eyes huge, and then just burst into tears. She ran across the room and threw herself at him so hard they both nearly fell. The room exploded in clapping and cheering, but all I could do was cover my mouth and cry. Later that night, I asked him how long he'd been practicing. He shrugged and pulled out a worn, folded paper from his desk drawer. It had words scribbled over and over. "Happy birthday, Squirt." He had written it so many times it had bled through the page. All that effort, all that struggle for a single moment just to make his little sister feel seen. And he did. She tells everyone it was the best birthday in the universe. And honestly, I believe her.